What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Common Sense and Logic.
Welcome back, YouTube. I'm Caesar.
I'm Ronnie. And here we go again. Another week, another episode, more drama.
Yes. What else? What else is new, right?
Yeah. I told you about this whole political thing, man, but
yeah, can't get away from it.
Can't get away from it. Actually, I wanted to talk about, something about that, which is the race for governor of California.
Yeah.
It's getting somewhat not heated, but they're already putting themselves out there. The Democrats are, and then promoting themselves over and over again.
Right.
And with the typical same old line again about Trump, about hating Trump.
That's all they got, man. They sticking to Trump type of thing.
Yeah.
F Trump.
They got nothing better, man. There's 3 talking points that they have: Trump, ICE, and free stuff. Yeah. So
how's that working out for New York, guys?
So they know their voters, man.
Yeah.
They know their voters. They know what kind of bait to throw out there, and there's some, slow-minded voters for Democrats. They quick to take the bait, man.
Low hanging fruit, man.
That's
like it is.
He's talking about all these guys. The guys, they're all Democrats, right? There are about 6 of them. They're all saying the same thing. Stick it to Trump. We don't want no MAGA here. This is California. And, we're going to demolish ICE. We don't want ICE. We're tired of people getting dragged, on the street and all that. And they really, over-exaggerate the whole thing,
Yeah.
And when I'm sitting there looking at these commercials and I'm thinking, these guys are really morons, dude.
Uh-huh.
I mean, they're blaming Trump for California. Trump doesn't even run California,
right,
dude.
It's all Newsom, Democrat run.
So, why stick it to Trump? I mean, I understand when they're talking about the whole country in itself, but when you're talking about the state that you're running and you're saying stick it to Trump, like he's the one that's done all that stuff that he's done to it, man.
Right.
California sucks right now, dude.
Yeah, man. Gas prices are up, man. Compared to the national average, they're like $2 higher, man, which is insane.
Yeah, we talked about that, right? The gas prices going up because of the war and all that. That's BS, right? Because it is going up, and we agreed to it. We talked about it in the last videos, but everywhere else, it's way lower than here in California.
About almost $2.
Probably closer to $3, man, and all it has to do with Newsom's policies, dude. It has nothing to do with the war, really. After that, but that's what they're talking about. Stick it to Trump. No more ICE. Like, they're really going to be able to get rid of ICE, which I hope they don't.
No,
because they're really needed. And free stuff. I forgot one of the dudes that was running, Tom Sawyer.
Salwell, I think it is.
I don't even know his name because I don't care. I care less.
Yeah.
But, he has a commercial where this lady comes out saying that she's going to vote for him. That she's already made up her mind that that's her next governor because he's giving free lunches to millions of kids. Like, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool, especially kids and all that. That's cool. But really, that's what it boils down to, like getting free stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, why don't you say something behind that? Like something more to it. But yeah, man, that's all they're going on right now, and I guess that's what they're using for bait.
Yeah, I mean, you got to remember out there, nothing's free, man. Yeah, they might give you all these kind of promises, but at the end, when the money runs out, they take it from the taxpayers.
Yeah,
it is. Nothing's free.
I mean, they're not talking about our streets, our roads here in California. How they're full of potholes, bumpy roads, half-ass done jobs. When they're out there, fixing the streets. They're talking about the homeless problem that they have, huge.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem. Homeless.
They're not talking about the
homelessness and dirty streets and stuff.
They're not talking about that. Obviously, they don't want to talk about immigration. You know how they flooded this whole state with a lot of immigrants. They flooded it so badly, dude, that I don't know how many millions of illegal immigrants you got in here.
Yeah.
Just here in California.
Yeah, no, I could imagine it's a lot.
So they're not really talking about anything like that, man, that really matters.
Yeah.
And I'm just, I'm hoping that people are seeing through this and they're getting tired and hopefully make a change. Because that's what we really need. We need change. California has been under control of the Democrats for decades now.
Yeah, I did see something promising though. think it was yesterday that the two Republicans were up compared to the two Democrats. I think one of them was at 70%, which is the British guy,
Okay.
Stephen. I forgot his last name, but he was up, and Bianco was at 16%.
Now that's the guy that I like, man.
Yeah.
Chad Bianco.
Yeah.
He's,
Check out that British guy too. He's cool. I like him a lot too.
I'll check him out.
He's at 17%, and Bianco was at 16. And then the Stalwell, whatever that guy you mentioned earlier, I can't remember his last name.
Tom Sayers.
He was like at 15, and then the crazy lady Porter,
Yeah, I remember
the
that.
one that was
Curly hair.
the one that was exposed mistreating her work employees,
Yeah.
her staff or whatever. She was like at 13. How could she still be? Who's voting for her, man? After seeing what she did, like,
Slow-minded people out there, man. Like,
did
they
you
they
guys
hate
even
Trump,
see?
dude.
Did you guys even see it? How she belittles people, man. It's crazy.
They hate Trump so much that they're willing to continue to put these clowns in office.
Yeah.
Here,
Yeah.
they don't want to. I mean, they're in complete denial. You live here in California. You should know what you're getting when you're voting these clowns in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, like I was saying, California has been under Democrat leadership for over, I don't know how many decades.
20 years, I think. The last one was 2006 with Arnold.
Something like that.
Arnold, and it was good back then.
And even before him,
Oh yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So it's time to change that up. And
But the last Republican guy was 20 years ago, so it's definitely time to change it up, you know.
change it up. And if you guys don't like him, you could easily vote him out again. You know what I mean? But how far are you gonna let this go on? I mean, how more bad can California get? So for you guys to actually change that,
Yeah,
it's not gonna,
four billionaires have left.
and it's not gonna change until you guys vote in a Republican in there. You know what I mean? I mean, Chad Bianco. Here's the way you should look at it. If you live here in California, start looking at the counties. Okay, look at the counties that have more Republicans running that county than the Democrats, and you're gonna easily see the big difference.
Mm-hmm. Where the money's at.
I mean, just to compare Orange County to LA. I mean, and you're talking about money. It has nothing to do with money, because if you get Orange County, they have money, but LA has a lot of money too.
Mhm.
They got all the stars here. You know what I mean?
The problem with that is fraud. And they make up these organizations where the money's going and it's not really going to them. They're just spreading it amongst themselves, which is a big fraud that Shirley's gonna expose soon.
Nick
It'll come
Shirley.
out, yep.
Yeah. So you go back to that, looking at the counties, Orange County, Riverside, San Bernardino is just now starting to lift up. You know, hopefully it's gonna take a while because it's been messed up and it's a huge county. But Ventura, you look at those. I think they're Republican led. Most of them, they got Democrats in there, yeah. But look, they're nicer, man. Nicer than the San Francisco Democrat completely. It's I was gonna say it's a piece of junk, dude.
What county? I think is that Alameda County, or that's Oakland, Alameda. But I'm not sure if San Francisco is part of that county, Alameda County.
I don't think so. I think Alameda, it's up there, but it's a different county, right?
Yeah,
So
I'm thinking, yeah.
yeah. But Kern County, you know,
Kern County is like Bakersfield.
if you look at the counties, who's running them, you're gonna, and then just look to see and ask yourself which counties would you like to live in, and then find out who's running them. That's all I'm trying to say.
Okay.
It doesn't take a genius to do that. You know, for example, do you want to live in LA rather than Orange County? You know, and I'm asking that from a grown-up point of view, not the partying scene kind of view, because obviously you're gonna like LA because you know it's a disaster there. You know, it's lawless. And people, I mean, you got crime, you got filth, you got homeless, you got all kinds of stuff, dude.
Yeah, Skid Row, man, it's a mess.
So people need to vote for what's going to be good for us to live in the state. But these people got so much hate for Trump, man, that I'm scared that they're not going to do it, man. But
Yeah,
let's see what happens.
It's insane, but it's promising. Like I said, those two Republicans are up, so hopefully they pull it off, man. 20
Yeah.
years is a long time.
20 years is a long time, and like I said, these clowns are going out there saying stick it to Trump. Again, Trump does not run California. Why are they focusing on that? You know, immigration. All right, you know what I mean? Like, I guess you kind of balance that out. Some of us like ICE here, some of us don't. You know, it balances out. But what about free stuff? I don't like people giving out free stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong. If there's something for free, I'll take it.
Right.
But then again, I was built to work hard for what I have. So it's not like just, hand me down or give me. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
because when you do that, you're not getting it for free. We're paying for all that. We're everything that you're getting for free. We're taxpayers. We're paying for that. Hardworking
So it is,
Americans.
man. And then, like I said, 4 billionaires, 4 trillionaires. I don't know, but then Elon Musk moved, I think, to Texas, right?
Yeah, a lot of people are moving out, in and out.
Zuckerberg moved to Florida, and then the other two guys, one of them moved to, I think, Maryland, and one to Florida, another to Florida as well. So
And even the gas companies, these oil refineries are moving out too.
Yeah.
They're shutting down, and who's shutting them down? Scumbag, new scum. He's shutting them down, dude. For what? He doesn't have no logical reason as to why he doesn't want them here.
that guy's too busy trying to run for president, trying to be president. He's out there, instead of taking care of his state, he's out there trying to make his name in other countries by bad mouthing the USA, and just he's out there.
But there's your common sense, folks. When you see these commercials, ask yourself why they're focusing on that, and hopefully your common sense and logic will kick in and say, it's time for them to go and vote someone else in there, man.
Yeah, let's make California great again, man. Let's take it back when the governor was here, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
It was a little better.
Yeah, it was.
But yeah, that's all I wanted to say on that, man. And I know it's a long ways from now, but like I said, the Democrats are really putting in a lot of money on their commercials as of, like, I think it was January. So if they're getting prepared and they're already preparing your mind, then we got to start getting prepared to all that too. Comes voting time, that's when it's going to count.
Right.
So anyway, that's about it, man. That's my common sense and logic for that one.
Yeah, man. Let's make a change here.
All right. So remember, folks, common sense logic. If you have it, use it. If you don't,
Come on back. We'll help you find it.
that's right. See you guys.